As promised in the previous video, we are now going to talk a little bit about how the course is set up in terms of grading. So as you can see here, we have a grading scale that mirrors the grading scale of every other course at the college. So in order to pass the class and to satisfy core curriculum requirements, you need to hit the 73.4% of total points for the class. I'm told that nursing students may need to actually get a higher grade than that, so please make sure that you're in contact with your advisor so you know what kind of grade is expected for you to move on in your particular program. Okay, we also have the layout of the course itself in terms of point distribution. And as you can see, we have different types of opportunities to score points. We have midterm exams, lab reports, and we have what's called a pre-lecture assignment. The pre-lecture assignment also goes by the name Learn Smart assignment. And what these are assignments that you do before you actually come to class. The idea being that they force you to read the chapter, not necessarily understand everything in it, but at least have some of the terminology introduced to you before you come to class. We also have post-lecture assignments, which also go by the name homework assignments. And these are just typical homework assignments that you complete after you've gone through all the material for the week. Okay, and then of course our final exam, which is going to be cumulative for the entire semester. The thing that I want to point out here, and this is really important, if you're the type of person who has difficulties with like test anxiety and stuff like that, this course is not heavily weighted towards exams. In fact, all of the exams, the final exam, midterm exams altogether, add up to only half of the total grade. So half of your grade is completely under your control. Okay, so you can do all your Learn Smart exercises, you can do all your homework exercises, you can do all your lab reports. Okay, and this is important because all the Learn Smart and homework assignments can be done over and over again until you get a perfect grade. So there's no reason for you to not have full credit, okay, for those areas. And as far as the lab reports are concerned, you have a whole week to do them. And that's a whole week of office hours that you can visit to get help. And I'm happy to help, not do them for you, but to help you with the material on the lab reports. Now, this is a good spot for us to discuss the attendance policy. As you can imagine, attendance policies are kind of out the window right now because there's so many reasons, so many valid reasons why somebody might have to miss coming to class. Not just for regular life happening, but because of the impact of the virus itself. Okay, always err on the side of caution. Always make sure that you follow the college's recommendations on whether or not you should come to class. Okay. So you don't need to worry so much about like points being given for being in attendance. What's important is for you to stay engaged in the class. Okay, if you have to miss a lecture, that's okay. We can send you a video of that lecture. Okay, if you have to work on an assignment at a different location, that's fine. Okay, but stay engaged. Stay in contact with your instructor. Let them know what's going on. Okay, I realize that sometimes you can get quarantined for 2 weeks. If that happens, don't just disappear off the map for 2 weeks. Make sure your instructor knows what's going on. Okay. Also, I want to mention the exam policy. This is something that is also different from what we've done in the past. In the past, exams have been given in the testing center, so you would come to campus, sit down at a computer, and you would complete the exam in the testing center. Okay, that's not an option this semester. So all exams are going to be taken at home, at home using the Connect homework software. Now that being said, these are the dates for those exams for my class. This may not be the same as the date for your class. Please make sure you look at your specific syllabus to see which days your exams are going to be. But they will all be online. Okay, you will not be coming to class on an exam day. You're going to take it from home. Okay, you have to make sure that you are logged into a Google Meet. the address for which your instructor will provide you with. And when you get in there, the instructor will give you the password to get into the exam, and then you're going to leave your camera on so we can monitor and make sure that at no point the integrity of the exam is compromised. Okay, so again, 2 midterm exams, 1 final exam. Okay, now I think this is probably a good place to pause, and we'll get started with a third video here. Again, so you don't have to sit there and listen to me talk too much all at one time.